Phil Lyman,
the bank president. And it would have been mine if it hadn't been for those meddling kids.
Well, I'll be. You kids have certainly wound up all the loose ends in this case. Blasted meddling kids.
What I would
Hold on, I gotta back that up. That is hilarious. And I'm going to tell y'all who this Phil Lyman guy is in a minute, but it looks like we got him. Everybody drop "we got him" in the chat.
Zoinks!
It's Phil Lyman,
The bank president. And it would have been mine if it hadn't been for those meddling kids.
Well, I'll be. You kids have certainly wound up all the loose ends in this case. Blasted meddling kids.
What I would like to know is why was Phil Lyman, out of all people, in Romania with Erica Kirk back when she had the Romanian Angels and the orphanage, and she was doing all this weird stuff with people and the military? Why in the world?
We got him. Everybody drop "we got him" in the chat. Shout out to the Scooby-Doo mystery team. We got him.
Back when she had the Romanian Angels and the orphanage, and she was doing all this weird stuff with people and the military. Why in the world was Phil Lyman in Romania? And for those who don't know who Phil Lyman is, he ran for governor in Utah, you know, where Charlie Kirk lost his life. He knew Charlie Kirk. He was with Charlie Kirk right before he went on stage. And the craziest part is, for whatever reason, because I don't know, Tyler Robinson was caught walking down the street on Phil Lyman's aunt's Ring camera. And Phil Lyman was at his aunt's house when the boy was walking down the street. Now, this is even crazier. This is video of Phil Lyman standing, interviewing an actor that is not a student. That is an actor reciting a script that was told to him by Phil Lyman. Look at Phil Lyman's lips and look at the girl's shirt.
I saw Charlie Kirk get shot.
As in 1, 2, 3, action.
I saw Charlie Kirk get shot. He collapsed in his seat. He fell over to the side. He was carried off. He had blood on his arms. He had blood on his shirt.
So look at Phil Lyman's lips. He's kind of like reciting what he's saying to make sure he's saying it correctly. And read what is said right here. Also, it says, watch none other than Phil Lyman holding what appears to be a script and nodding perfectly in sync as a guy delivers his line. And the woman counting down before filming. Check out her shirt. Her shirt says Lyman, I think. It's a little difficult to see. So this is right after Charlie Kirk got popped, we'll just say. This is breaking news. Share this with anybody that you know that is into this Charlie Kirk stuff. Somebody said replay it. All right, I'm gonna replay it. Somebody said replay it, y'all. Some people like play the video. Somebody just said replay it. So I'm replaying it.
And for those who don't know who Phil Lyman is, he ran for governor in Utah, you know, where Charlie Kirk lost his life. He knew Charlie Kirk. He was with Charlie Kirk right before he went on stage. And the craziest part is, for whatever reason, because I don't know, Tyler Robinson.
Why was Phil Lyman in Romania? Why was Phil Lyman in Romania? Yo, we got him.
Was caught walking down the street on Phil Lyman's aunt's Ring camera. And Phil Lyman was at his aunt's house when the boy was walking down the street. Now, this is even crazier. This is video of Phil Lyman standing, interviewing an actor that is not a student. That is an actor reciting a script that was told to him by Phil Lyman. Look at Phil Lyman's lips and look at the girl's shirt.
I saw Charlie Kirk get shot.
As in 1, 2, 3, action.
I saw Charlie Kirk get shot. He collapsed in his seat. He fell over to the side. He was carried off. He had blood on his arms. He had blood on his shirt. He was dragged off and carried out of the venue. There was a gunshot that rang out.
You okay?
No, not okay. I saw someone get shot today. Yeah. So. I saw Charlie Kirk get shot. He collapsed in his seat. He fell over to the side. He was carried off. He had blood on his arms. He had blood on his shirt. He was dragged off and carried out of the venue. There was a gunshot that rang out.
You okay?
I'm not okay. I saw someone get shot today.
Yeah, dumb question.
Did you guys see what happened?
Yes, I saw him. What's called? Are you?
Now, y'all got to let me know. Isn't this the same person? Y'all let me know. Is this the same person? Because I don't like to jump to conclusions and I don't like to set narratives. I like to ask questions. Is this the same guy that was just outside? Is this him just with a hat on? Look at the shirt. Look at the hair. Y'all let me know. Is this the same guy? Because I don't want to jump to conclusions. He was just outside. No, I'm not. I just witnessed. And next thing you know, he's inside doing the same thing. So let me know. Is this the same guy? Say yes or no in the chat.
I saw Charlie Kirk get shot. He collapsed in his seat. He fell over to the side. He was carried off. He had blood on his arms. He had blood on his shirt. He was strapped.
Listen to his voice. It's like, he had blood in his arms. Like it just happened, right? Listen to the next guy's shaky voice. Is it the same guy? And why is he still having a shaky voice? And why is he inside the building? Like, why did he walk all the way inside the building and then put this hat on and then start this whole thing all over again?
Dragged off and carried out of the venue. There was a gunshot that rang out.
You okay?
No, I'm not okay.
You see how he's so disheveled? He's going to be more disheveled the second time. So that means he got re-disheveled. He got re-traumatized.
I saw someone get shot today.
Yeah, dumb question.
Did you guys see what happened?
Yes, I saw him. What's called? Are you recording this?
Is this the same boy?
Yes, you're live right now. We're recording. I don't know if we're live because of the cell service. Hang on.
I was standing in probably the third. Okay. I was standing from probably the third row in the bottom.
Now listen to his shaky voice. What's up, True World? Listen to his shaky voice. I was standing. Yo, is this the same guy, y'all?
I saw him. I heard the shot ring out. I looked to my left, and then I looked over to my right. I saw him slump over in his chair forward. He slumped over. He had blood coming from the left side of his neck down his shirt, and he slumped over and he was carried off. Get off me! Get off me!
Now, as you can see, the other people was just like, yo, get out of here. And they start fighting him, right? So even Candace talked about this yesterday. Put a 1 in the chat if you remember Candace talking about this yesterday. We both, not saying me and Candace at the same time, but me and Candace were thinking about this. Not together, but whatever. We both were kind of like wondering like, yo, why did they come over and try to stop this young man from speaking his truth? Most likely because they seen him out the window talking to the same damn dude saying the same damn thing. So they like, bro, what is you doing? Get out of here. What are you trying to do? Or it may be something else. But all I know is that is the same guy, right? Because I just wanted to make sure. I was thinking it's the same guy, but I needed to ask y'all. And most of y'all said it's the same freaking guy. Let me answer these super chats real quick. Everybody make sure to hit the thumbs up button. Everybody make sure to hit the thumbs up button and drop "we got him" in the chat. We got him. Drop "we got him" in the chat. Drop "we got him" in the chat. Shout out to Josie Bob, Scooby-Doo Mystery Team. We got them. We got their asses. We are getting this close to solving this whole case. Thank you, Kendall, for the $10 super sticker. Shout out to Eye of Taurus, MLG. That was a boy. I've been pointing him out. I got his TikTok. You got his TikTok? Send me a DM. Let me know. Send me a DM. This is the dude I got his TikTok handle too. Okay, send it to me. His page got mad eerie symbols. Okay, I connected the dots. Okay. See, the thing about it is the dot I'm connecting isn't this boy. It's Phil Lyman. Because I want y'all to understand, there are like 7 to 15 cogs in this whole situation. It's the security team, and then it's these other characters. And Phil Lyman has more than you think connected to all of this. Everybody drop "we got him" in the chat. And if you are part of the Scooby-Doo mystery team, drop the paw prints in the chat. So I need to play this. I need to play this part again because it is so relevant.
Zoinks!
It's Phil Lyman.
The bank president.
And it would have been mine if it hadn't been for those meddling kids.
Well, I'll be. You kids have certainly wound up all the loose ends in this case. Blasted meddling kids.
What I would like to know is why was Phil Lyman, out of all people, in Romania with Erica Kirk back when she had the Romanian angels and the orphanage, and she was doing all this weird stuff with people and the military? Why in the world was Phil Lyman in Romania? And for those who don't know who Phil Lyman is, he ran for governor in Utah. You know, where Charlie Kirk lost his life. He knew Charlie Kirk. He was with Charlie Kirk right before he went on stage. And the craziest part is, for whatever reason, because I don't know, Tyler Robinson was caught walking down the street on Phil Lyman's aunt's Ring camera. And Phil Lyman was at his aunt's house when the boy was walking down the street. Now, this is even crazier. This is video of Phil Lyman standing, interviewing an actor that is not a student. That is an actor reciting a script that was told to him by Phil Lyman. Look at Phil.
All right, so I just needed to catch y'all up with that. So we're going to fast back forward. And now we're going to talk about Candace and what she said about Phil Lyman. So I'm just trying to make sure that nobody gets like taken through here and anybody is confused. So I just want to make sure everybody's on the same page. So put a 1 in the chat if you now are on the same page. And if you don't know who Phil Lyman is okay, because Candace is about to let you know exactly who he is. But put a 1 in the chat if we are all on the same page right now, because I don't want to lose anybody. I don't want to be sitting around talking about Phil Lyman for like 30 minutes and you don't know what the hell I'm talking about.
Steph, we're not doing it. Sorry. Get off me. Get off me.
We got him.
Running high right now.
I asked Phil Lyman 3 times via text whether or not he could help us, more importantly, identify the 2 individuals that were in the photo with his nephew or cousin, if you will. And he was kind of pretending to be confused about what photo in particular.
So right here, Candace is alluding to the thought that the picture of Tyler Robinson is actually Phil Lyman's nephew. She said it, not me. She said it, not me.
Particular I was referring to, despite the fact that I sent it multiple times in the text chain. And then finally he said that he had no idea who those 2 individuals were at all. I thought that's interesting. This is allegedly your nephew, cousin. You guys are all chilling on this block around the same time. He's with these 2 individuals. You've never heard of them. You've never seen them, nothing. Because I got to identify that guy in the blue hat. Many of you figured out, by the way, and wrote to the tips box exactly what we were interested about in that person with the blue hat. You noticed the same thing that we noticed. He kind of resembles, certainly more so than Tyler Robinson does, the blurred image of the individual that was coming up the stairs. I couldn't look away from that. I was going through the photos and I was going, I would just like to quickly identify that individual and check him off and just know where he was because, yeah, it looks to be about the same height. It's weird.
Breaking news. I have the original interview with Phil Lyman. TikTok cut out
So I need y'all to understand, Phil Lyman was with Charlie Kirk before he got on stage. Phil Lyman was right there, and you'll see how close he is from Charlie Kirk in the next couple of videos. Phil Lyman is, his whole family like owns the entire block in one street in Utah. So the key thoughts is Phil Lyman, Utah, and him running for governor. All of these things track with each other. Hit a like button, hit a like button. Let's take a second to get these likes up. Let's see what the likes are. Come on, y'all. We got to get, we got 2,000 people watching, and thank y'all for being here. This is breaking news. Everybody make sure to hit the thumbs up button. So everybody just take a second right now, because I know this is a lot of information. I need y'all to take a second and everybody hit the thumbs up button. We got 2,000 people and we got 300 likes. We got to get the likes up. And I know y'all just got in here. I get it. But we got to get the likes up, or YouTube is going to think we ain't popping over here. So the more people who hit the like button, the more YouTube will put this out to more people. But if we ain't liking the video, YouTube is going to not spend any time pushing the video out, because YouTube is going to assume that the video isn't good. So please hit the like button, hit the like button. Come on, we're at 402 now. All right, we went from 200 to 400. So thank you. Keep hitting it, keep hitting it, keep hitting it, keep hitting it. Come on, keep hitting the like button. And this is very important to me, y'all. This is very important. Please hit the like button. This is very important. Y'all might think, why? It's very important to my business that YouTube knows that we over here having fun.
Is exposure, but I have it. Check it out.
What's this guy?
There go Charlie Kirk right there.
Hey, you were here that day.
Oh, sorry. And the pausing is actually the guy walking up to Phil Lyman. So yeah, you gotta listen.
Hey, you were here that day.
Walking up.
Yeah, I saw you.
Yeah. Who are you?
Oh, I'm just a guy taking a tour.
Just a guy too. Kind of filming the.
This is a video posted by Erica Kirk at her Romanian Angels charity.
Wait, why did? Where's it? Okay, I must have made a mistake. I got the rest of the video. I don't know why that cut in right there. Oh, here it is right here. I don't know why, but hold on. We'll get back to this Romanian angel thing in a second, but I don't know why I split it like that. That was a mistake. All right, here we go.
The Sorensen building right here, because I was out there, and in fact, I kind of stepped in the building, and it was like right behind me, so I knew like this is really, really close to me. And it was a big bang. There's a couple of girls standing there. I said, "That was right here, wasn't it?" And they said, "Yeah, it's right over there." And they kind of pointed, like over into the. So I'm looking at the bushes, and it was right here, wasn't it? And they said, "Yeah, it's right over there." And they kind of pointed, like over into the. So I'm looking at the bushes, and.
Okay. Interesting. I think it's all an Israel CIA cover-up thing, and Charlie's not really dead, and there's a bunch of acting going on, and it's a big stage, and there's a lot of people playing their role.
I'm telling you, that's so like a few days later,
A bunch of acting going on, and it's a big stage, and there's a lot of people playing their role.
I'm telling you, that's so like a few days later, I got up at.
And the rest is history, folks. TikTok.
Now, I do not agree with what they said. I am not going to take away the victimhood of Charlie Kirk and his family. So me saying this on YouTube is important. I may be saying something different on Patreon, and the Patreon link is in the chat. But on YouTube, I'm saying that Charlie Kirk died on September 10th. And rest in peace, Charlie Kirk and his family. Well, not his family, but, you know, my heart goes out to his family. But I just got to say that.
TikTok removed what he said, and the exposure was real, and I caught it.
Hold on. TikTok removed what?
Later,
A bunch of acting going on, and it's a big stage, and
And there's a lot of people playing their role.
I'm telling you, that's so like a few days later, I got up at.
And the rest is history, folks. TikTok removed what he said, and the exposure was real, and I caught it.
Video of Phil Lyman.
So what was said right there is Phil Lyman agreed with him about what the guy said. I can't repeat what the guy said because I'm having so many problems with YouTube right now, and I know y'all are sick of it, but guess what? They demonetized yet another video. The video I did last night, demonetized. I hit the review thing, and they said it's been confirmed for a review. So yet again, another damn video of mine talking about Charlie Kirk got demonetized. And I'm just easily starting to realize that we got to bring everything over to Patreon. So before we keep going, I need y'all to hit the link in the chat, and it's pinned at the top of the chat also. Hit the link in the chat right now. Everybody watching, hit the link in the chat. You can join my Patreon for free if you want to. But the Patreon is, it says, I just divulged what really happened to Charlie Kirk on my Patreon. Do y'all see it in the chat? Y'all see it? Make sure to click the link in my Patreon. It's $4.99 to watch the videos, but you can join my Patreon for free. So everybody watching, 2,500 people watching, I need everybody to click the link that's in the chat and join my Patreon. That's the first thing we have to do, because I can't keep getting demonetized. I have to start putting stuff on Patreon instead of on YouTube. And I don't want to lose my audience and be like, yo, where's Mr. Let Go? I'm not leaving YouTube, but I need to start doing a lot of the videos where I can go deep on Patreon. But I need y'all to go on Patreon with me first, because I don't want y'all to be like, yo, Mr. Let Go, where he at? So I'm trying to let y'all know where y'all got to go so y'all can see more of me. So hit the link that says join my Patreon so I can know where y'all are at, because YouTube might end up turning around and take my whole channel down. I don't know. They are sick of me talking about Charlie Kirk. So I'm letting y'all know if something happens, I'm over on Patreon. So here we go.
Video of Phil Lyman giving 3 different stories of what he witnessed that day.
Hey, it's September 10th, 2025, and I was just heading back from Salt Lake to Blanding. I'm getting a very late start. It's about 11:30 at night.
Okay, so we just heard him say that he's recording this video the day of the assassination, September 10th of 2025 at around 11:30 at night. I want you to watch fully through this because I'm going to break it down. There are a bunch of inconsistencies in the way this man talks.
September 10th, 2025, and I was just heading back from Salt Lake to Blanding. I'm getting a very
Thank you, Lorraine Brown.
late start. It's about 11:30 at night, and I wanted to swing back by UVU campus where Charlie Kirk was killed today and see if I could let a few of the police officers know how much I appreciate the work they're doing, see if there's some college students here that I could rub shoulders with, more for my benefit than for theirs. But what I really wanted to share was I was.
Why do you want to rub shoulders with students and you like 60? That don't sound right. Why do you want to rub shoulders with students, sir? That sounds kind of nasty. I don't know. Shout out to Zay Z. Hey bro, please enlarge the footage screen. So if you can, I'm watching Gone from my phone. Love the show. Thank you. All right, I'll make the screen bigger. No problem. See, the thing about it is the screen don't get bigger. I just get smaller, but this, you see what I'm saying? So if I make myself smaller, the thing is the same. It's actually bigger here than here. So I'm just letting y'all know, because a lot of y'all are saying, hey, make the thing bigger. Y'all got to understand the video is like this. So the screen is not, it doesn't take up the whole screen because it's in the TikTok format. So the video is in TikTok format. So no matter what I do, the screen stays the way it is. So I'm just letting y'all know that even though I'm bigger, the video itself doesn't get bigger. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? Because I don't want y'all being mad, but it's not going to make a difference.
Very close this morning where Charlie Kirk was at. Met him backstage and we talked for a moment before he went on stage, and I was backstage as he started speaking, then decided to go up top, and I went up to the top, and ironically was very close to where the shooter was. Apparently, the shot was very loud, and I determined pretty quickly that whoever it was on the roof, and it was a 200-yard kill shot by someone who knew what they were doing.
Okay, pay attention to his word choice that he's using. He is just clearly
Yeah, he said it's a 200-yard kill shot.
boldly stating that he was walking towards the rooftop that the kill shot was from, and that it was clear to him that this was a single.
Oh, hell. He was right there. So he wasn't. Whoa. What he just said was a lie then. Hold on. What? Hold on. We got to hear him again. Remember, he just laughed about everybody being an actor. So listen again.
Video of Phil Lyman giving 3 different stories of what he witnessed that day.
Hey, it's September 10th, 2025, and I was just heading back from Salt Lake to Blanding. I'm getting a very late start. It's about 11:30 at night. And
Okay, so we just heard him say that he's recording this video the day of the assassination, September 10th of 2025 at around 11:30 at night. I want you to watch fully through this because I'm going to break it down. There are a bunch of inconsistencies in the way this man talks.
September 10th, 2025, and I was just heading back from Salt Lake to Blanding. I'm getting a very late start. It's about 11:30 at night, and I wanted to swing back by UVU campus where Charlie Kirk was killed today and see if I could let a few of the police officers know how much I appreciate the work they're doing, see if there's some college students here that I could rub shoulders with, more for my benefit than for theirs. But what I really wanted to share was I was very close this morning where Charlie Kirk was at. Met him backstage and we talked for a moment before he went on stage, and I was backstage as he started speaking.
So as you can see, Phil Lyman is an important person in Utah, and he was hanging out with Charlie Kirk. Keep that in mind.
Decided to go up top, and I went up to the top, and
now he's saying he decided to go up top, but is video footage of him not being up top.
Ironically, was very close to where the shooter was. Apparently, the shot was very loud, and I determined pretty quickly that whoever.
See right here, we all have an understanding that there was no shooter. Put a 1 in the chat if you have came to the understanding that there was no shooter. I'm not saying Charlie Kirk did not get popped by something, but it wasn't by a sniper, is what I'm saying. So YouTube, I'm telling people that he did not get shot, but I am saying that he died. So YouTube, yes, Charlie Kirk died. Yes, R.I.P. Charlie Kirk. Yes, he is dead. Stop messing with me. I'm just saying he did not get shot. Okay, he is dead, YouTube, but I'm saying he did not get shot by a sniper. Okay, stop messing with me. All right. So now he's saying I was up there near the shooter and it was pretty loud. He literally said, and it was pretty loud. So in other words, he said that he was somewhere in the vicinity of the fake sniper that didn't shoot Charlie Kirk. Talking about it was really loud. This dude here,
where Charlie Kirk was at, met him backstage and we talked for a moment before he went on stage, and I was backstage as he started speaking, then decided to go up top, and I went up to the top, and ironically was very close to where the shooter was. Apparently, the shot was very loud, and I determined pretty quickly that whoever it was on the roof, and it was a 200-yard kill shot by.
He know the yards, he know everything. So you just walking around like do. You just decide to walk up on the roof of I want y'all to think about this. You decide to walk on the roof of a college, and then you're like, oh, I am 200 yards away from Charlie Kirk. I want you to think about this. Have you ever been to a concert? Did you ever walk away from the rapper or the singer in the concert? Or would you like to be as close as possible to hear the person at a concert? People pay big money to go to a concert to be close to the stage. So I'm not saying Charlie Kirk's situation was a concert, but who walks 200 yards away from the speaker of the thing that you came to see? Nobody. Never in my life have I been to an event and I'm like, yo, instead of me being close to the speaker at the event or the artist at the concert, I'm going to walk 200 yards away from the speaker of the or the artist at the. Why? I'm going to walk on the roof of this place. Why? Why are you walking away from? Why are you there? I've never been at tonight's conversation and I'm not backstage or at the front of the stage or in the green room. I don't leave the venue and walk across the street from our tonight's conversation show. Why? I want to be close so I can see what's going on. I want to laugh like everybody else. Why would you go 200 yards away from the venue? What the hell is he talking about? Am I crazy, y'all? Let me back it up just a little bit. What the hell is he talking about?
Much I appreciate the work they're doing. See if there's some college students here that I could rub shoulders with, more for my benefit than for theirs. But what I really wanted to share was I was very close this morning where Charlie Kirk was at, met him backstage, and we talked for a moment.
I was very close to Charlie Kirk this morning. I met him backstage, and you decided to go to the roof? What?
Before he went on stage, and I was backstage as he started speaking and decided to go up top, and I went up to the top, and ironically was very close to where the shooter was. Apparently, the shot was very loud. And
why were you up there? Why were you up there?
I determined pretty quickly that whoever it was on the roof, and it was a 200-yard kill shot by someone who knew what they were doing.
Okay, pay attention to his words.
And then he says, by somebody that knew what they were doing. This is the day of Charlie Kirk's popping, I would say. How do you know that they knew that what they were doing? So one, you walked up on the roof. I've never walked up on a roof of nothing. Have y'all ever walked up on a roof of something? The last time I've been on a roof, it was a roof party or a roof event where the event was on the roof. I've never went on the roof for no apparent reason. Probably when I was a kid, I wanted to climb up on the roof of the liquor store just to see what's up there. But who the hell climbs up on roofs or walks up on a roof? Because apparently the roof had stairs to it. Why the hell are you on the roof? Have y'all ever just walked up on a roof and the event wasn't on the roof? I'm just trying to see. This nigga's right here and you decide to walk up on the roof of the event. Why?
Choice that he's using. He is just clearly and boldly stating that he was walking towards the rooftop that the kill shot was from, and that it was clear to him that this was a single kill shot from a pro on the rooftop. One,
pro.
How at 11:30 at night did he know this? Did the FBI or police, give him this information? Or is this?
This is 11 o'clock at night. How the hell do you know all this information?
It's just his personal opinion, because he's saying that when he heard the shot rang out, that he already knew that it was from a rooftop and that it was a kill shot from 200 feet. And I'm going to go back to this video, but I'm going to show you because I found him that day also, and he is.
And remember, this event or this situation happened at 12 o'clock. Yeah, 12 o'clock p.m. So by 11 o'clock that night, he was hanging out with the sniper It was a loud bang because he was standing right. He was probably smoking a cigarette with the sniper, I guess. And then he knows that it was a sniper, I guess, because he's seen him. And then he turns around and says he was a professional because he did a good job.
Stating something different, that he heard pop, pop. So which is it?
I just left. I'd gone up top. I was right back.
And this is the actor. Remember the boy, the actor.
At the end of this building, and I was walking through the door, and it's like boom, boom, right behind me.
Okay, so Phil, which is it? Was it boom, boom right behind you, and you kind of seemed lost and confused and like you didn't have a clue what was going on, to 11:30 at night?
Boom, boom right behind me because I was right next to Charlie Kirk? Or was it boom, boom right next to me because I was smoking a cigarette with the sniper on the roof? Something don't sound right, y'all.
You remember yourself being right by the rooftop and knowing that it was a kill shot from 200 feet.
The shot was very loud, and I determined pretty quickly that whoever it was on the roof, and it was a 200-yard kill shot by someone who knew what they were doing.
Yeah, Phil, you've got some explaining to do because, again, you just said that you knew rather quickly that it was from a rooftop 200 feet away. You knew that information. Well, here again is the interview, and a police officer, a badged police officer, walks by you and said, "Did anyone see him?" Funny how you don't say a word. Not one.
So before we get to that, if you would like to contribute to the channel, you can do it in a number of ways. One, you can join my Patreon, which I've been saying earlier. And the Patreon link is under this video or either in the chat or in the comment section. Two, you can drop a Cash App, $10, $20, $100, $50, whatever, just to contribute to the channel, because the more I talk about this Charlie Kirk situation, YouTube is demonetizing the majority of the videos right after I do the damn video. So right after this live is over, they're probably going to demonetize the shit. All right. So if you want to contribute to the channel, Cash App is $AARON 1000, $AARON 1000. All right. And let's get these likes up. If you could, we got 3,000 people watching. We need at least another 1,000 likes. So 1,000 of you, well, 2,000 of you have not hit the like button. So can you please hit the like button and contribute to the channel? Cash App, $AARON 1000, or buy one of my car games. This whole situation is getting more and more difficult for me because it's almost every video I put out now is getting demonetized. They don't want nobody talking about Charlie Kirk.
Word. So why not?
Unbelievable. Good to see him. Did you guys see him? I did not see him, no.
The fuck is that guy? Let's do this one, guys.
Okay, so here we have Phil Lineman staring at a badged police officer who is asking anybody witnesses around, "Did you see anything?"
Oh shit. Oh,
why not?
Shit. Got him.
Did you guys see him? I did not see him, no.
He said I did not. Let me be quiet.
The fuck is that guy? Let's do this one, guys.
Yes, send this video to Candace. Send this video to Candace. Candace is the main person who's talking about Phil Lineman. I don't think she has this information. Send this video to Candace Owens right now.
Okay, so here we have Phil Lineman staring at a badged police officer who is asking anybody witnesses around, "Did you see anything? Did you see him?" Phil says nothing, but he so boldly tells us in his own words that he knew instantly that it was a kill shot from the rooftop 200 feet away by someone who knew what they were doing. Anybody find this odd? Why wouldn't you tell that police officer? Because I know if you would have told them, it could have helped.
I determined pretty quickly that whoever it was on the roof, and it was a 200-yard kill shot by someone who knew what they were doing.
We got him.
Feeling at the time was that this was not an action of hate against Charlie Kirk. It was an action of hate against America, against all of us. And it would be a disservice to his memory for us to divide and to hate each other.
Oh, that's right. She's not going live today. She's taking a vacation from this until Monday. But she's not on vacation. She's just not doing a live stream. So still, send this video to Candace Owens.
Oh, get ready, because it's about to get even more interesting. Because he comes up
It's
with
getting worse.
a third storyline that's completely contradicting both of his other two. So in this new version that he's going to give us, he's going to tell us that he heard a gunshot, or he didn't even know whatever it was. Okay.
And remember, we still have not gotten to why the hell was Phil Lyman, out of all people, in Romania with Erica Kirk. We ain't even got there yet. So make sure to hit the thumbs up button. Hit the thumbs up button. We got a lot to talk about. Hit the thumbs up button, y'all.
So was it a pop? What is it? You knew exactly it was 200 yards away and on a rooftop and a kill shot from a pro? Or is it you thought you heard a gunshot, you don't even know what it was at this time? Which is it? And now he's claiming that everyone else around him is acting odd and starts blaming kids in the area for saying F you, shouting it to the people that are running away. Well, what happened to your interview of you saying that you want to pull America together in this tragedy? So are you pulling us together or are you pulling us apart? What story are you telling?
I went up top, the back of the venue, right when the gunshot happened.
There we go, right there. He doubles down on it. He doubles down on the lie right there. We got him. Drop, we got him in the chat. Drop, we got him in the chat. Drop, we got him in the chat. He doubles down on his first story.
You thought you heard a gunshot, you don't even know what it was at this time. Which is it? And now he's claiming that everyone else around him is acting odd and starts blaming kids in the area for saying F you, shouting it to the people that are running away. Well, what happened to your interview of you saying that you want to pull America together in this tragedy? So are you pulling us together or are you pulling us apart? What story are you telling?
I went up top, the back of the venue, right when the gunshot happened. Now, I don't know if it was a gunshot. I don't even know what all of that was at this point. But the thing I noticed is that there were some people, while everyone was hiding behind the retaining walls and ducking down and, wondering what's going to come next, there were a group of kids who were not hiding. And it was kind of the LGBTQ. I walked right over and I said, and I heard one of them, utter a real nasty epithet.
Wait, what? How do you know the kids was LGBT? What? What is he talking about? And what does that have to do with this? He's setting a narrative.
Not to Charlie Kirk, or not to Charlie Kirk, but to the crowd that's running away. Go F yourselves type of thing. And I said, was that gunshot not right here? And they said, yeah, it was right over there. The point being, they weren't afraid. They knew something. They knew something that the rest of the people in that crowd.
What does this say? What does it say? What does this say to you? He is trying to say that some members of the LGBTQ community did this. That's what he's trying to say. He's trying to set a narrative saying those people are the ones that did it because everybody was running except for gay people. So gay people don't hear gunshots or something? Like, what are you talking about? Like, you sound crazy, sir. Talking about they wasn't running like the non-gay people was running. What?
Crowd didn't know. They were not afraid. If the gunshot was right over there, if the gunshot was right behind them, why are they not hitting the ground? Why are they not running? Why are they not concerned for their lives?
Hold it.
I was afraid it was going to turn into a mass shooting. So I'm out there looking, where is this coming from?
Hang on. Slow down. I want to hit rewind.
Yeah, I noticed how he tried to shut that down. Whoa, 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 let's rewind. What? This guy's a joke to me. And then he goes on to say this.
That they're part of the dying Republican Party. That's the side of the Republican Party that needs to go away because they're not Republicans and they don't have our values. And
The part of the Republican Party that need to go away because they don't align with your beliefs or values. Phil, you just single-handedly shit on Charlie Kirk's legacy, name, what he fought for every day of his life, and what he lost his life fighting for.
And remember, this guy was trying to be governor of Utah. So he's not a higher up, but he's trying to be higher up. So he's doing this in order to get attention.
He went and tried to pull people that did not have his beliefs and values over to our side, to change them, to change their hearts, their minds, to bring them to Jesus. Yet here you are, damning within your own side, telling people that do not align with your values or beliefs in your own Republican Party to get out. I'm in Republican Party, so if I don't align with your beliefs and values, I should get out? That is exactly what Charlie was fighting for, to bring people together, and you are so openly trying to pull us apart. So you can come to your own conclusion about this guy, but mine is he's just got too many connections with everything I just showed you laid out, as well as his family owns the house that caught the video footage of Tyler Robinson and decided to release it to TMZ, of all places.
Yep.
Here, take this random footage of this guy. So we got that connection.
Y'all hear that, right? I said earlier that his aunt's house got ring camera footage of Tyler Robinson walking down the street. Why was Tyler Robinson walking down his street out of all streets? Because Tyler Robinson is just some kid that he decided to connect to this whole thing. In my opinion, I think he is the main person that connected Tyler Robinson to this whole thing. And Tyler Robinson is in jail because when you get a warrant for your arrest, you got to go to jail. You have to turn yourself in. You can't just turn around and say, no, I didn't do it, and you're going to stay home. No, they're going to kick your door in. So this guy who was running for governor, so that means he knows a lot of people in Utah. Think about that. He knows probably every law enforcement agency in Utah because he's somewhere in the government, but he's not at the same time because he's running for governor. So he's not really there, but he's there, right? And next thing you know, he probably called up his friends and says, hey, this is the guy. We got him because we caught him on my aunt's ring camera footage. His name is Tyler Robinson. And he turns around and sends them a picture of his nephew and said, that's him.
He's also seen in a video saying something about Tyler getting in a car with something. I'd love to see that video footage. And then he also has a family member that was part of videotaping the police finding or searching for the gun the day of the assassination. What are the odds of all that? So I'm just going to end this video with this. Phil, what is done in the dark will come to light. Let me know your thoughts.
I do want to linger on a moment for what you just told us, and I'm going to ask the team to pull back up that surveillance footage that we've gotten from TMZ, from those neighborhood cameras. You said that in that footage is your driveway, and you parked there at 11:30 a.m. We know this footage that you're looking at was taken at 11:49 a.m. So you would have been on that street, that driveway, 19 minutes.
Right across.
He's with.
Oh, shit. Sorry, I hit the wrong button. All right, so I'm going to make this bigger. Pause. So y'all can see
TMZ, of all places. Here, take this random footage of this guy. So we got that connection. He's also seen in a video saying something about Tyler getting in a car with something. I'd love to see that video footage. And then he also has a family member that was part of videotaping the police finding or searching for the gun the day of the assassination. What are the odds of all that? So I'm just going to end this video with this. Phil, what is done in the dark will come to light. Let me know your thoughts.
I do want to linger on a moment for what you just told us, and I'm going to ask the team to pull back up that surveillance footage that we've gotten
Near the
from
bottom of the
TMZ from
screen.
those neighborhood cameras. You said that in that footage is your driveway, and you parked there at 11:30 a.m. We know this footage that you're looking at was taken at 11:49 a.m. So you would have been on that street, that driveway, 19
Yes,
minutes.
right
before.
across. Yeah, it's not my driveway; it's my aunt's driveway. Parking lot was very full. He's walking in front of my aunt's house there right now, and my cousin's house. It's really astonishing to me.
See, his whole family owns that whole street. So because his whole family owns that street, he decided to set a narrative and say the person that sniped Charlie Kirk was walking down my street. And because he's somewhere, adjacent to the government, because he tried to run for governor, people know him and people trust him. So no matter what he says, it's just the truth. He just made this whole thing up.
And then we went back to this house afterwards. They thought they had the shooter. So I took a friend of mine. We went back to my aunt's house and said, well, we'll just hang out here for a while. And before long, the people were combing the backyard. As you saw, she had the footage of that. And pretty soon helicopters are overhead. And so this is very, very local to me.
I want y'all to think about this. If you just sniped somebody, would you just be lazily just walking down the street? Would you just be like walking down the street, buy your, a candy bar and just be walking down the street? Wouldn't you be like at least traveling through woods or traveling through the backyards of people's houses? Because common sense would tell you you don't want to get caught on nobody's Ring camera. So this literally proves that Tyler Robinson didn't do it, because what person is dumb enough to literally just walk down the middle of a street? You'll be walking through some woods. I thought Tyler Robinson, when he got off the roof, he ran to the woods. Why is he walking through a subdivision? Because that wasn't him.
I mean, not only is it Utah, but it's kind of my neighborhood where I spent so much of my childhood and all of my relatives. Yeah. This is really astonishing. I got up yesterday morning at 6 o'clock to drive up and meet Charlie, and I haven't been to bed since then, because it's just.
You heard him right. He had to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning to go meet Charlie. You had to wake up 6 o'clock in the morning to go meet Charlie. Why? Did you plan this event? Did Phil Lyman plan this entire event? Did Phil Lyman plan this event? Because if not, why are you meeting Charlie Kirk 6 o'clock in the morning? Why? The plot thickens. Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. Let's get to 3,000 likes, y'all. We had 1,300 likes. So I appreciate y'all hitting the like button, but can we get to 3,000 likes possibly? Can everybody hit the like button? Can everybody hit the like button? Possibly. Thank y'all for being here though.
One thing after another, and so astonishing that this could happen in Utah.
Now, just to be clear and to reiterate, 19 minutes before the shooter walks across, he had just pulled into the driveway. Phil Lyman pulled into the driveway. He says that he saw Charlie Kirk that day. We're going to get to that. Also, when he says like he grew up there and his family owns, we were able to determine 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 homes right there.
12 homes.
Incredible.
His
okay.
whole family.
Absolutely incredible. And that his little press tour, obviously now you're like, explaining your car was in the driveway. So the issue's close to him. That kind of makes sense. Then he went on to Alex Jones and spoke about where he was when the shot rang out. And what's and I'm laughing here because it's kind of absurd. He kind of sort of blames it on these two random goth girls, maybe. Like he's kind of implying like there were these girls that were wearing black and maybe they should be taken a look at further. Take a listen.
Just yesterday, someone comes in and says, we've got video. He came off the roof. He came up here to the parking lot, got in the car with with an individual and they drove away. Well, that's not the story that came. So that he escaped another route. And there are people who are coordinating this thing. I do not believe that 30-06 that they showed recovered in the bushes was ever on the roof. I think it was in the bushes to start with. And now I'm not saying that Tyler Robinson wasn't on the roof. I'm not saying he didn't pull a trigger. I know I was in very, very close proximity. So
KZen, and if y'all want me to read your comment, make sure to put it in the super chat. If y'all want me to read your comment, make sure to put it in the super chat. I'm reading this one because it just ran across my eyes. So if y'all want me to see something or read something or stop the live to, read your comment, put it in the super chat. So KZen says, how can you possibly have 12 houses in the same place? One, buy a house and buy another house, like say the subdivision just gets built, possibly, I don't know. You can buy all the houses, all the family members can all buy the houses if the subdivision first got built and maybe they never left. So that might be a reason. But other than that, you just buy a house that's open or rent a house. Maybe a house was for rent and another house was for rent and another house was for rent. Maybe a rental company owned all the houses and they came in and rented all 12 houses. So I don't know. But here's another question that I want y'all to ask to yourselves, because it's more important, is how in the world is Tyler Robinson walking down the one damn street that your entire family owns? Think about that. You're running for governor. So you are in the pockets of politicians all through Utah. And a person snipes somebody and they just happen to walk through your entire family's neighborhood. That makes zero sense. Like the possibilities, the probability of that is just insane.
Interesting thing, like I say, I left the front of the stage. I wanted to meet some of my friends and bring them down front. So I was clear at the east end, and I heard this loud boom. I heard this loud bang, and I turned around. And I'm looking like, what was that? What was that? And pretty soon, some people started, running. Everyone was trying to process, and I thought, this is a gunshot, and there's going to be more of them. I thought it could turn into a mass shooting. So I go to the people closest to me. Everyone's ducking down behind the concrete retaining walls, and some of them were still kind of oblivious. But there were two people that were standing there, two girls, very goth, very black, and I just walked.
Very black. Sonia says, so he recruited Tyler Robinson to pin this on. That is a very possible theory. Because if you're close to the police, you're close to the feds, and nobody knows anything, and this guy that ran for governor and knows everybody in the city, his whole family lives in Utah, and he's a part of all of this, and then sounds like he's one of the people who put this whole UVU event together, and he's the one who goes to the police and says, hey, I know who did it. Tyler Robinson, I got him on ring cam, which has nothing to do with nothing. It's just some random boy that's walking down the street. Hey, look, we got him on ring cam, and look at his leg. He's limping. He has the gun in his pants. Oh, we got him. And next thing you know, they go arrest the damn boy. Because of who he is and how well trusted he is in Utah, yes, they're going to believe him and just lock the boy up.
Stepped up to the side and I said, did that not happen right here? Did you hear that? Was that right here? And they said, yeah, it was just right over there. So they're confirming, yeah, the shooter or wherever that sound came from is right here. The thing that didn't really dawn on me is that they were not running. They were not frightened. In fact, as I stepped up, I heard one of the girls, and they were talking to each other, and they're looking at these kids, looking at the scene down below of all these people fleeing for their lives. And she says, go F yourselves. And like I say, I was not processing that. I was trying to figure out what was going on. I thought this is a separate conversation. I don't know what it is. In hindsight, as I've watched that over and over, it's like these people were not afraid.
Okay, so what I get from that is he was up high because he says they're looking down below, and that maybe people that are wearing black are immediately suspects. I don't know because they were not afraid. Anyways, he also went on to a local Utah news station and spoke about how he was with Charlie just before Charlie went on to stage. Take a listen.
Phil, thanks for joining us, first of all. But I saw a
Yeah,
picture. I saw a picture of you with Charlie Kirk, and it looks like you were like maybe right before he went on stage. Is this just like minutes before this happened?
Yeah, no, I was
Yes.
basically backstage, and when he came out and was throwing the hats, I was there. I was standing next to the stage, and I would have been there when the shooting took place, but I needed to go meet some of my friends, and I didn't want to just hang around. So there's a part of me that's glad that I wasn't in close proximity, and part of me that feels bad that I wasn't there, just in some form of moral, presence and support. It's such a tragic thing.
When I combine those clips, I'm kind of unclear as to where he was exactly when the shots rang out, if he was close or if he felt bad that he wasn't close. Anyways, he went onto Instagram that night as Tiffany was prepping her Good Morning America hit, I suppose. And he speaks further about what he was doing back onto campus and what exactly he remembers. Take a listen. Again, this is on September 10th, and it's around 11:30 p.m. at night.
Hey, it's September 10th, 2025, and I was just heading back from Salt Lake to Blanding. I'm getting a very late start. It's about 11:30 at night, and I wanted to swing back by UVU campus where Charlie Kirk was killed today and see if I could let a few of the police officers know how much I appreciate the work they're doing, see if there's some college students here that I could rub shoulders with, more for my benefit than for theirs. But what I really wanted to share was I was very close this morning where Charlie Kirk was at. I met him backstage, and we talked for a moment before he went on stage, and I was backstage as he started speaking, and then decided to go up top, and I went up to the top, and ironically was very close to where the shooter was.
Hold on, let me get to these super chats real quick. And thank y'all so much for just being here, because this is breaking news. This is absolute breaking news right here. Hey, bro, I read that already. Thank you so much for the super sticker. Cinzia, thank you so much. Thank you, Marjorie, for becoming a member. K Zen, thank you so much for the $20 super chat. He is extremely lucky. He is everywhere. Eye of Taurus, remember FBI said they captured him 33 hours later. That makes a lot of sense. You're right. Tyler was paid to do something that he wasn't even told the whole plan. Oh, and he wasn't told the whole plan. Maybe Tyler was the getaway driver or something, but Tyler didn't do none of this. He wasn't. Charlie Kirk was not sniped. Something else may have happened to him, but he was not sniped.
Apparently, the shot was very loud, and I determined pretty quickly that whoever it was on the roof, and it was a 200-yard kill shot.
Where was he? I don't know. I find this to be a little weird, but look, let's be clear, by no means conclusive of anything other than perhaps a strange coincidence. And maybe this is why he feels so impassioned and wants to keep speaking about it. Also, he's a gubernatorial candidate. Makes sense. This would be a political moment to show that you're a leader. And look, life is not exactly an Agatha Christie novel, right? Where the guilty party somehow inserts himself into the investigation. So I park that aside. I keep pushing, and I'm following more public leads. But also, I do recall in the back of my mind that both Phil and Tiffany Barker, and as it would turn out, another person that lives on that street with the last name Shumway, kept trying to get me to look into Governor Cox because he's, according to Tiffany, very supportive of the trans stuff. You should look into Tiffany said into Governor Cox. And similarly, the Shumway emails were like, you should look into this Governor Cox because he likes trans. So
you got to remember, Phil Lyman is trying to become governor. So somebody in Phil Lyman's family turns around and says, hey, you might want to look into Governor Cox, the cousin or the kinfolks of the man that's trying to become governor. So now he's trying to pin Governor Cox onto something that Governor Cox has nothing to do with, because Phil Lyman wants to be governor.
they're open and close. And I don't know how the executives over at Turning Point USA sleep at night. Okay. I don't know how you can present yourselves as a Christian organization and not be dedicating yourself to the truth. No matter what the cost is, you tell the truth. That's it. Okay. You don't high hide it. You don't try to obfuscate it. You don't try to say, well, wait until the memorial event before we start looking into who murdered him. You tell the truth and you tell it immediately. And I don't think they're capable of doing that. And I have an idea as to why that is. I think the same people that were pressuring Charlie are pressuring them. In fact, I know that for a fact. So they might need my help. Okay. I'm going to state this, and I'm going to challenge Turning Point USA executives to issue a very clean statement saying that I am lying if this is not true.
I know everything.
So a week before Charlie lost his life, he expressed concerns about the finances.
Wait, what just happened? Hold on, y'all. Something just went crazy. So let's get into this part right here. I don't know why it's over here. I made a mistake. This right here. So now we're going to talk about why was Phil Lyman with the Romanian Angels. Y'all listen to this.
This is a video posted by Erica Kirk at her Romanian Angels charity back in 2013. It's important to note that at the end of this video, she thanks Colonel Busher, an alleged sex and human for partnering with her on this task of bringing gifts to these Romanian children. Colonel Busher III was an army officer who served as colonel and commander at the Black Sea Area Support Team for U.S. forces in Romania. Now, it's important to note that in November of 2019, a former translator at the base from the 2010s to the mid-2010s filed a criminal complaint with Romania's Anti-Organized Crime Directorate, otherwise known as DICOT. She accused Busher, along with U.S. Master Sergeant Lloyd Sparks and others, of involvement in an organized prostitution and human ring operating within the base during 2012 and 2013. The allegations included bringing women, including
tadpoles,
onto the base for forced sexual services with American soldiers, with Busher personally benefiting and approving access. The former translator that accused him of this also claimed that this was confirmed by U.S. investigators during a separate probe into fund misappropriation and cited harassment she faced after reporting it. However, DICOT investigated the complaint and closed the case in 2023 without filing charges. You draw your own
What's up, Nicole? Thank you, Nicole, for being here.
conclusions, but the case is getting even more suspicious. If you want the link to the original video, I will put it into my story.
It's the first time I've really been back.
Yeah, you were out front of the main guy recording.
Yeah, I was down with Charlie
Yeah.
at the beginning, and then I came back to the back to meet some people because I wanted to bring him down to meet. I said, the Sorensen building right here, because I was out there, and in fact, I kind of stepped in the building, and it was like right behind me, so I knew like this is really, really close to me. And it was a big bang. There's a couple of girls standing there. I said, that was right here, wasn't it? And they said, yeah, it's right over there. And they kind of pointed like over into the, so I'm looking at the bushes, and it was right here, wasn't it? And they said, yeah, it's right over there. And they kind of pointed like over into the, so I'm looking at the bushes, and
Okay. Interesting.
So right here, the guy is going to start saying something different about what happened with Charlie Kirk, and then you'll hear Phil Lyman agree with him. But before we get to that, shout out to Cynthia. Tyler was paid to do something that he was. Oh, I read that. Io Torres. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say maybe to initiate Phil. Oh, maybe to initiate him. Okay, they put him up to cut the loose ends, aka Charlie. That's why I say Phil Lyman is a prime suspect. So let me read this again because this is important. I'm gonna go out on a limb and maybe to initiate Phil, they put him up to cut loose ends, aka Charlie Kirk. Once he apparently was charging his since he was apparently changing his views on IHOP. That's a thought. That's definitely a thought. Cynthia says, didn't he blame goth girls first, then the LGBTQ, and now Cox? Exactly. Exactly. This man is just saying all kinds of shit for different reasons. But watch what he says right here. Hit the thumbs up button. Hit the thumbs up button. Are we at 2,000 likes yet? Nope. We almost at 2,000 likes, y'all. We're almost at 2,000 likes. Everybody hit the thumbs up button. And thank y'all for hitting the like button. I really appreciate y'all.
I think it's all an Israel CIA cover-up thing, and Charlie's not really dead, and there's a bunch of acting going on, and it's a big stage, and
Now listen to what Phil Lyman says.
there's a lot of people playing their role.
I'm telling you, that's so like a few days later, right? So
A bunch of acting going on, and it's a big stage, and there's a lot of people playing their role.
I'm telling you, that's so like a few days later, right? So I got up at.
And the rest is history, folks.
I do not agree with what Phil Lyman said. I don't agree with what this person said. Rest in peace, Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk has passed away September 10th. I do not agree with what that person said.
Talk removed.
All
right, so let's
parking lot got in
let's
the
keep going.
Imminent part of me.
At Turning Point USA,
They offered $150 million.
that for a fact. So they might need my help. Okay, I'm going to state this, and I'm going to challenge Turning Point USA executives to issue a very clean statement saying that I am lying if this is not true.
I know everything.
So a week before Charlie lost his life, he expressed some concerns about the finances at Turning Point USA.
Was Charlie offered $150 million from Israel?
As far as I know, no. There was money sent to us, like practically in multiple instances where they're trying to cram it down our bank account. And we said no, we canceled like money wires and things.
And I will say this, my sources at Turning Point said something that I found to be crucial, interesting. They said that Charlie wasn't just concerned about where the money was going, but also where the money was coming from.
A great story. I can't really tell you who this was, but it was a very important person. And it happened within hours of the news. And the call goes in, she takes it because it was a very important person. And the question was to her, okay, so just as a starting point, like, what do you know? And I think it was in reference to like Charlie's world, his work, his mission. Like, how much do you like know about what he was doing? Like, what was he doing? But it was inferred. It was like, so what do you know? And she was like,
we have some pictures of you doing some of your good work.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Wait, what? Private Wonder Woman says your Patreon says $500 per month. It does not say $500 per month. My Patreon says $4.99 per month. What? What are you talking about? Nothing is $500 per month. You guys think I'm gonna charge $500 per month? What are you talking about, Private Wonder Woman? What are you talking about? It's $4.99. What in the world are y'all talking about? Please tell me what you're talking about, Private Wonder Woman. What are you talking about?
Around the valley. Hopefully we can show them to you.
All right, so let's back up.
what do you know? And I think it was in reference to like Charlie's world, his work, his mission. Like, how much do you like know about what he was doing? Like, what was he doing? But it was inferred. It was like, so what do you know? And she was like,
We have some pictures of you doing some of your good work around the valley. Hopefully we can show them to you, but tell me about some of the stuff you're doing.
Well, right now I'm really making a conscious effort to focus on our military. To me, they're one of the main reasons why I have the freedom of being Miss Arizona USA. I'm really active actually with my nonprofit called Everyday Heroes Like You. We're entering our 5th year, so I started it when I was 17. So I've been able to travel to the Pentagon. I've been able to meet General Salazar.
Nobody finds it odd that she's been working with the military since she was 17. Both of her parents were weapons contracts, one of them for our greatest ally over there. So there's nothing that's going to convince me that this woman, Erica Kirk, is not some sort of honeypot spy that was sent into Charlie's life to dissuade him and to guide him on the path that they want to. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comments section, and make sure y'all like and follow for more.
They told you that.
Thank you, unknown user. Unknown user says, my Patreon says It's $4.99 a month. I just looked. Thank you, unknown user. Like, what are you talking about? Private Wonder Woman says, "Oh, okay, I see." Sorry. What are y'all talking about? Just sign up for the Patreon, y'all. Sheesh. I'm posting another video on there today. Because and on my Patreon, just so y'all know, one, subscribe to it. It's free, but the paid Patreon is only $4.99. And I have a video about Charlie Kirk's father, just in case any of you are wondering why Charlie Kirk's parents did not show up to his own funeral or memorial, I would say. I have an answer to why Charlie Kirk's parents was not at Charlie Kirk's memorial and why they didn't go up on stage. I have a reason for in the Patreon, $4.99. 2, you can't find Charlie Kirk's parents. There's like an AI version of his parents, but there's a reason why you don't even see Charlie Kirk's parents anywhere. There's a specific reason why, and I talk about it on my Patreon, and it's only $4.99. And I have Charlie Kirk's father somewhere that he doesn't supposed to be. And if you knew that Charlie Kirk's father was in this place while Charlie Kirk was alive, you would confront Charlie Kirk and be like, "Why was your father over there, Charlie Kirk?" But he's not here anymore. So that information coming out doesn't affect Charlie Kirk because Charlie Kirk is a victim of some type of violence. Make sure to sign up for my Patreon. The link is in the chat. Sign up for the Patreon. The link is in the chat.
That Erica Kirk was continuing Charlie Kirk's legacy, and the truth is she's not. Right when Charlie started questioning a specific nation, they took him out. Almost like they just wiped it away because he was getting too close to the truth. Erica Kirk, the grieving widow who never once smudged her dark eyeshadow, now says the show will go on, and she forgives him. She forgives the man who we know isn't even probably the guy. And guess what? Her father worked for Raytheon's division. This isn't Charlie's legacy. And here's what we're not supposed to talk about. There is no coroner's report, no church funeral, no burial site, no official autopsy, no ballistics report, and no death certificate. The entire crime scene was destroyed, evidence erased, a private jet radar off 12 minutes away, 20 minutes after Charlie was unalived, and the weapon was found on land owned by Palantir. Kash Patel fired multiple heads of the FBI in that region days before September 10th. But sure, Erica Kirk is so strong on podcasts, leaving her kids with a nanny after they watched their father's life be taken. And just 48 hours after Charlie's assassination, they marketed your grief for money and power. They turned this man's life being taken into a business and called it legacy.
Do y'all know that Charlie Kirk's wife is about to do the Super Bowl halftime show? Do y'all know that? And I don't think it's a rumor. Turning Point USA is working with the Super Bowl and Bad Bunny to do the Super Bowl halftime show. They are milking this thing. Let me tell y'all something. Because Charlie Kirk is no longer here, Turning Point USA is about to be worth $1 billion. Because in most situations, famous people, popular people, influential people make other people more money when they're dead. And you don't think this man was set up? Charlie Kirk was not big enough to do the Super Bowl halftime show alive. But he's big enough to do the Super Bowl halftime show not alive. Turning Point USA is about to be worth $1 billion by February 2026. If they aren't already. Because most people who are famous are more influential dead than alive.
This shit is crazy. This shit is crazy. And this is also on my Patreon.
Well, there you go. And then we're going to have...
There you
Got it? Okay.
And the people in the back, you can spread out a little bit.
Just showing you a snippet of what I just found about Joe Biden on Patreon. So if you want to see what is going on with Joe Biden right here on Patreon, go sign up to my Patreon, because I cannot play this video on YouTube. You want to know what the hell Joe Biden is doing? And this is a whole, 15-minute, this is a 30-minute long video. This video right here is on Patreon. I can't play it here because YouTube will kick me out. So I just want to show y'all that. So I'm still diving into what is going on with, let's play this real quick.
On his family? There's nothing on her family? No, not her. This is a.
So I'll talk about this more on Patreon, but we'll talk about this a little bit.
There's nothing on his family? There's nothing on her family? No, not her. This is AI. I'm talking about Little Miss Sunshine over here that's in mourning. The MAGA cheerleaders think that she's medicated. So I took out my rabbit hole shovel and got a little more digging. Erica Lane Kirk. Husband Charlie Kirk. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Nothing. Charlie's wife, Erica Lane Kirk. Nothing. So this is Erica Kirk's grandparents on the father's side, dead obviously. They hooked up, had Kent, her dad. Her grandparents on the mom's side, dead obviously as well. They hooked up, had Lori. Kent and Lori hooked up, had Erica. Charlie Kirk's family timeline, nothing, just dead or missing. So this is Carl, her grandfather on the father's side, blah, 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 right? Honored with knighthood by Sweden's King Carl, blah, 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 blah. Organizations like the Independent Order of Vikings. Like Vikings of Valhalla? Remember your boy Patel?
To my friend Charlie Kirk. Rest now, brother. We have the watch. And I'll see you in Valhalla.
This Valhalla? In New Zealand? Valhalla? Does the family roots own property here? Could be nothing but sussy. Must be a riot at these two holiday parties. I mean, they're not taking photos of their kids, or at least not promoting them. Just these two lovebirds like...
If we were just examining the situation, it certainly looked like Turning Point employees or staff or students thugged him so that he wouldn't say what he thought happened. Let's take a listen to that clip that has gone viral.
So this shows me that I have more information than Candace Owens. And I know Candace Owens is on vacation, but I'm taking over for Candace Owens until she gets back. So this shows me right here that Candace Owens may not have all the information yet. Watch this.
I was standing from probably the third row in the bottom. I heard the shot ring out.
So right now, remember, we've already proved that this boy is an actor.
I looked to my left, and then I looked over to my right. I saw him slump over in his chair forward. He slumped over. He had blood coming from the left side of his neck, down his shirt, and he slumped over and he was carried off. Get off me! Get off me!
Emotions are running high right now.
Certainly emotions were running high. He was just trying to speak and to say what he saw. And interestingly, though, if you think through what he said there, he said, I was in the third row, right? And a shot rang out and I looked to my left and I looked to my right. Now, we're not specific on where exactly he was standing, But if a shot, a high-powered rifle, came from 250 yards behind you, you'd probably look back first, right? Like common sense, if you heard the sound coming from behind you, you would look back, probably even before your brain came online. Your instinct would be to duck and to make sure that you're not going to get hit by something that's coming from behind you. Now, to clarify immediately here and to again debunk some other internet conspiracy theories, that is not Andrew Colvett in that video. A lot of people were like, is this Andrew Colvett from Turning Point USA hiding under a hat? It is not true. I spoke to Andrew on this actual day. He definitively flew in to Utah after the shooting took place. He was not therefore on the ground. But the person that is in that video, as soon as I just put up a picture and I said, I'd like to identify this person, his friend first left a nasty comment, like, why are you trying to look out for this guy? He did the right thing. How dare we ask questions?
See, right there, you can see that she doesn't know that that boy was an actor. It's a possibility that they told him to shut up because they're tired of him running around saying the same thing over and over again to different people.
Dare we try to get testimony from anybody else that day? Kind of then messages me privately because I reached out and I'm like, I'm just trying to confirm the story. And I reached out and he says to me, well, and I'm paraphrasing here, he doesn't want to speak to you. He doesn't want to speak to media because he's been instructed not to speak to media because he's gotten the Turning Point chapter into trouble before for speaking out in the media, and he just doesn't want to do that. And I said, that seems very strange to me. What are you saying to me? You have a TP USA person who can't speak out about things. There were tons of people that were talking about their testimonies. It's very odd. In the immediate aftermath of the shooting, you're telling me that Turning Point USA sent around a text and said nobody speak to the media. That was his excuse, by the way, for why he shut that guy up. People were saying, oh, they're not allowed to speak to the media. So they were just doing what they were told. Well, then it's kind of interesting. You should know that I then determined that the person doing the shoving is first and foremost not a Turning Point USA employee. He is beyond that not a student at UVU. He is not a Turning Point USA student, therefore, either. He was actually brought in as a volunteer, which I found to be quite strange.
He was an actor. That is the point. She doesn't know. He was brought in as a volunteer because he is an actor.
Like, look, I've done a lot of campus stops, and typically it's the chapter of that school that does everything. It's the chapter that handles everything. Now, bigger events, they certainly work with other organizations, and it's possible, I guess.
Lips, and look at the girl's shirt.
You don't understand.
I saw
It's the
Charlie
same
Kirk
boy
get
here.
shot.
As
Hold on, can y'all see my screen? Put a one in the chat. Y'all can see my screen of that I changed it. Now I got the people on the screen. Put a one in the chat. Y'all can see my screen. I just want to make sure.
in 1, 2, 3, action.
I saw Charlie Kirk get shot. He collapsed in his seat. He fell over to the side. He was carried off.
So this is the guy that Candace is saying, I don't know where he came from. He's just some volunteer that took over whatever. Well, I'm here to prove right here that he is an actor and he was hired most likely by Lyman. So Phil Lyman, you have a lot of things to explain.
He had blood on his arms, he had blood on his shirt, he was dragged off and carried out of the venue. There was a gunshot that rang out. You okay? No, I'm not okay. I saw someone get shot today. Yeah. I saw Charlie Kirk get shot. He collapsed in his seat. He fell over to the side. He was carried off. He had blood on his arms. He had blood on his shirt. He was dragged off and carried out of the venue. There was a gunshot that rang out.
You okay?
No, I'm not okay. I saw someone get shot today.
Yeah, dumb question.
Did you guys see what happened?
Yes, I saw him. What's it called? Are you recording me?
Same boy right here. Same boy right here. He walked from outside to inside and gave the same damn speech. So this is what Candace Owens is saying, and this is what Candace Owens is confused about. But guess what? We got them, and we figured this shit out. Shout out to not just me, because this is not me. This is the Scooby-Doo Mystery Machine team. Y'all figure this shit out with me.
Is this the same boy?
Yes, you're live right now. Well, we're recording. I don't know if we're live because of the cell service. Hang on.
I was standing in probably the third. Okay. I was standing from probably the third row in the bottom. I heard the shot ring out. I looked to my left, and then I looked over to my right. I saw him slump over in his chair forward. He slumped over. He had blood coming from the left side of his neck down his shirt, and he slumped over and he was carried off. Get off me!
See, all that was an act. All of that was an act, Candace. All of it was an act.
As odd that a volunteer would have the courage to shut down a kid that's speaking in that way, in that aggressive manner. I would imagine Turning Point would tell their volunteers not to get physical with students on campus. What do I know? I just have common sense. Now, how do I know that he is not a Turning Point USA employee and he is not a UVU or a Turning Point USA student? Well, because despite him stopping a college kid from speaking about what he heard, that young man, whose name is Cooper, and I'm very comfortable telling you this because, well, he went on Fox News that very night to provide eyewitness testimony to exactly what he heard and what he saw, because apparently he was the person that was holding the mic when the shot rang out.
All right, let me read the super chats. Didn't he blame the golf girls first? Also, that same interview, the boy has a 30-minute clip before the pow happened. It's got a quick little selfie vid of the boy. Okay, Charlie and the Meta Glasses man. Can you DM that to me, Io the Taurus? I would love to see that. Io the Taurus comes back and says, same boy that pushed him also is in the video I'm talking about. Send it to me, Io the Taurus. I would love to see that, because you need to be in my mystery team. You got the details. DM me, Io the Taurus, and I'll look at it. Let me see if anybody in the Scooby-Doo team is saying anything. Let's see. I'm sorry, I really can't. Was a quarter of the, please hold on, y'all. I'm reading something. TPUSA halftime show has nothing to do with Bad Bunny. It's a revival or alternate show broadcast. Oh, okay. So Bad Bunny has nothing to do with TPUSA. Okay, gotcha. Okay, thank y'all. Can someone let the man know that it doesn't say 5:30? What says 5:30? Y'all talking about me? Y'all talking about something else? They're in a group chat talking, so I'm just trying to be nosy. Okay.
Take a listen to what he told Jesse Waters on the night of.
Cooper Brown was an event volunteer who was just feet away from Charlie when he got shot. Cooper, what happened?
Yeah, so this requires a little bit of background knowledge, but so I work for an organization called Leadership Institute, and what we do is we work hand in hand with all the different conservative coalition groups on college campuses. So the Young Americans for Liberty, the Students for Life, and the Turning Point USAs. And so at Utah Valley, we had been really excited to be able to host Charlie Kirk this semester. And we had spent weeks and weeks getting volunteers, advertising for this event, and just so excited to be able to host Charlie Kirk at this university. And then unfortunately it had to end in absolute tragedy.
So I'm trying to get in touch with this individual once I realized that not only did he speak the night of, he also spoke on Fox News the very next day, which would mean what did Turning Point US say? I don't know the answer to this. I'm asking genuinely. Did they say speak to this person who's not actually a TPUSA student, but he was there? I don't know how this works. But the next day, sure enough, he appeared on Fox News again. And I'm not sure if we had that clip, Skylar, but if we do, let's roll it.
That day, we had 30 or so student volunteers that were designated roles that were going to be helping pass out Turning Point USA merchandise and getting people signed up for the event. And my responsibility was, when the event actually started, to help manage just the microphone. So something simple as just raising it and lowering it, making sure students were able to speak into it clearly. And I thought this was a fantastic opportunity to be up really, really close, to be able to witness all the amazing dialogue, that what is going to be happening on campus.
Couple of things about Cooper Brown that to me is a bit of a mystery at this moment. First and foremost, you provide witness testimony. You start doing the rounds on Fox News. You are fair game, okay? I'm going to start asking questions because I need to know everything. Everything's got to fit neatly into my timeline. So in trying to reach out to him and in publicly posting, hey, I'm trying to identify this individual, I received a ton of emails. One email said, hey, I'm actually his cousin, and here is his number. Now, I noticed that that cousin happens to live in Phoenix, Arizona. So I went and just checked.
Half of the people live in Phoenix, Arizona, and the other half of the people live in Utah. These two cities are, it's something strange. Well,
some profiles on social media. I found some Browns, but they were all living in Phoenix, Arizona. Okay, maybe this person's from Phoenix, Arizona. Well, actually, when I went through what he has as his resume on this website where he says that he works with this institute, I couldn't fact check any of the things. Went to school, a very small college in New Hampshire. I'm from the Northeast. If you're going to school in New Hampshire, especially not the University of New Hampshire, you can go ahead and bet that you're going to be a local. So I'm looking for a kid that's from New Hampshire to go to this tiny school. I found someone from that name, with his name, but it was actually a girl that had that name and graduated in the year that he says that he graduated in. He doesn't look to me like he just graduated college, but according to his resume, he did. And the number that she gives me, which is the first thing that registers to me as odd, is it's a Utah. It's a Phoenix-based number. So I'm going, who is this person?
And I just want to let y'all know, I am listening to y'all. You see, my picture is smaller than the other picture. So I'm listening to y'all. So to the people who made my comments saying, can you make your picture smaller than the other? That's what I'm doing now. So I just want y'all to know I am listening to y'all.
And why is it linking that number to somebody else who's 32 years old and has that same last name? I don't know. I intend to get those answers, but there's something here that strikes me as a little bit odd, especially given the fact that as a volunteer, as he expresses there, they decided to allow him to hold the microphone. That's supposed to be like kind of an honor at Utah events. Turning Point USA kids work really hard to put these events on. They decided who's going to hold the microphone. They went with a volunteer.
So I would say unofficially, the prime suspect is now Phil Lineman. Why is he all in the middle of all this stuff? Did he help arrange this UVU event? Did he, in some type of roundabout way, unofficially, of course, because I don't want to get sued, have anything to do with Tyler Robinson being the fall guy or the decoy on the roof? Because he was up on the roof with the decoy. So what were they up there doing? And on top of that, why is he just running around coming up with all these different stories? Why is he lying? Is he doing all this for attention? Is he trying to make Utah, like, is this about Utah and not Charlie Kirk, where he's trying to become the next governor So he's trying to prove that Governor Cox, who is the president governor of Utah, is doing a bad job or something. Is this all about him trying to get an opportunity to be governor of Utah? I don't know. But all I know is a man is dead, and we still don't know why and still don't know how. But we're this close. We're this close. So we almost got Phil Lyman, and we still got to keep working. We got a lot of work to do. So I wanted to come on here and show y'all this breaking news. Make sure to hit up my Patreon. The link is in the chat. Hit up my Patreon. The link is in the chat. And make sure to buy my card games if you have not. So that's all I got for now. Y'all like the video? Y'all like this this song? So I'm gonna play a commercial and then I'm gonna play my card game song because y'all said y'all like my card game song. So I'm gonna play the commercial and then the card game song.
If we were just examining the situation, it's certainly.
Uh-oh. Sorry, y'all.
Shop and play this fun.
Here we go.
Hey, how about we meet up at a coffee shop and play this fun dating card game? We'll have fun and see if we're compatible all at the same time.
Ooh, what's the name of the game?
It's called Deeper Discussions.
I'm down.
Okay, meet you at 6.
Deeper Discussions Dating Edition. Again, these cards are good for vetting a potential boyfriend,
Candidate.
a potential girlfriend, a potential husband, a potential wife. The texture of these cards are so soft and silky, by the way. Like
They ain't gonna get
really
wore out.
durable.
A dating card game for introverts who have a hard time asking the much needed compatibility questions. Deeper Discussions, the card game.
Somebody asked, what are the games?
Come up with a solution that will help every woman watching, regardless of age, regardless of background. See, in my 7 years of coaching women, the number one thing that I hear in my coaching sessions is her issue or tumultuous relationship with her mother. So what I've done is come out with a card game that will actually help mothers and daughters come back together. We have to get to the source of a woman's pain, her inadequacies, her insecurities, and heal that little girl inside of her before she goes out in the world as a woman. I call Like Mother, Like Daughter therapy in a box. Therapy in a box is 50 questions for the daughter to ask the mother, questions that you always wanted to ask. And it's also 50 questions for the mother to ask the daughter. But when you're able to ask the questions that you always wanted to ask to your mother without her getting upset, without her pulling rank on you, the lines of communication are now open. When women are finally able to forgive their mother, relationships outside of the household would then blossom. Because for most women, there's a hurt little girl inside of her that never had an opportunity to be seen or heard. But all that stops when you buy my new Like Mother, Like Daughter card game. Order it now. The link is under this video. Click the link and let's start healing.
And if y'all have any questions about any of this, whether it's the card games, Phil Lyman, Charlie Kirk, Erica Kirk, drop your questions in the chat right now and I'll hang out for a second and read your questions. You said what kind of questions? Card game questions? All right. So there's 100 card game questions in this card game. And let me show you exactly what it looks like. So this is called Like Mother, Like Daughter, and it's meant to help mothers and daughters fix their strained relationship. All right. The mother has her own deck of questions that she can ask her daughter, and the daughter has her own deck where she can ask the mother questions. So both parties, I would say, have an equal playing field where you both can ask each other questions. And the questions are cool ass questions. They're literally about like asking your mother, how did you feel or what were you going through when you were pregnant with me? And the daughter can ask and the mother can say, do you think I was emotionally unavailable when you were a kid? Am I emotionally unavailable as an adult? Certain questions like that. And on the back of the, you have also cards that give you an understanding of what feelings you may be going through. So if you have ever heard of the emotional wheel, well, I have emotional cards. So after playing this game with your mom, the mother or the daughter can answer questions about how they're presently feeling. Like, do you feel angry? Do you feel happy? Do you feel triggered? Do you have mom guilt? Do you feel overwhelmed? Do you feel love? Do you feel alienated? So as you're playing this card game with your mom or with your daughter, you get to express how you presently feel about the question that either the mom just asked or the daughter just asked. And that is the significance of this card game, because it's 2 decks in one card game. And it's only $28. And the link is in the chat if you want to buy the card game either for yourself or for your mother or for somebody else's mother. You might have a sister, might have somebody in your family, and you're sick of your girlfriend arguing with her mom. This puts your girl or yourself or whoever in a position where they can now have a fun conversation with the mother or the daughter instead of feeling like everything is awkward. And you already know the holidays are coming up, and you are about to be in the vicinity with your mother, your auntie, your cousin, and all these other people. Y'all can just play the card game with everybody. So the mother doesn't have to play the card game with the daughter. The daughter can play the card game with her friends, or the mother can play the card game with her sister, because they all are in the middle of this whole family dynamic where everything's awkward. Somebody has some trauma, and nobody really wants to talk about the elephant in the room. So this card game helps family members, especially the female family members, talk about the elephants that are in the room. And this card game, which is Deeper Discussions, has 81 cards in it. And this is for men and women to help vet the opposite sex. See, whether you're a guy or whether you're a girl, you meet him or her and you just staring at how nice they're looking and what they saying, and they smiling, and all this, they smelling good and stuff. And you could turn around and fall in love with somebody that you don't even know. So all you have to do is say, hey, before we move too fast, can we play a card game? It's a fun dating card game. They're like, all right, cool. And then you ask the person certain questions about their past, their upbringing, how they feel, how many kids they want, what type of father or mother they want to be. And next thing you know, you're like, you know what? I like this person. We are compatible, or we are not compatible, and I'm not messing with you. And then it will literally save you years of time by simply playing a card game with a guy or a girl. So somebody wanted me to explain the card games. That is the explanation of the card games. Hit the link and buy my card games if you want to. If you want to contribute to the channel, Cash App is scrolling across the bottom of the screen, which is Cash App $AARON 1000. You want to buy me lunch? You want to buy me, just do something nice for me, because like I said before, since I've been talking about Charlie Kirk, I've been getting a lot of views, but some of the views have been for nothing, because guess what? YouTube keep demonetizing my damn videos. The video I did last night, we had a great time. Guess what? The second I got off the damn live, my video got demonetized. So if you want to help contribute to the channel to keep me wanting to go down this Charlie Kirk rabbit hole, because it's very discouraging, I'm not going to lie. Every video is getting demonetized that I'm talking about this rabbit hole. Is a lot easier to go back to talk about relationship stuff or meaningless bullshit. But I don't want to do that. I want to help save the young people from all these weirdos and, of course, IHOP. So if you want to help with the movement, Cash App is $AARON 1000, or either buy a card game. So I'm about to play my card game commercial, the song, and then I am out of here. And thank y'all so much for being here. And hit the like button. Hit the like button. Where is the video? Here it is. Hit a like button, hit a like button, hit a like button, hit the thumbs up button.
scars, we heal our pain. Face to face, we both explain. Maybe find our bond again. Years of anger lose their sting. We both said some hurtful things.
Let me know if y'all like this song. Say yes or no in the chat if y'all like this song. Let me know if y'all like this song.
Mama, sit down, let's play this game. In these cards, we heal our pain. Face to face, we both explain. Maybe find our bond again. Years of anger lose their sting. We both said some hurtful things. Let these questions heal broken strings. Let this game and fractured wings. Like mother, like daughter, we are the same. You'll see when we play this game. My inner child just wants to be seen. I forgive you, do you forgive me? The hurt, the neglect and disrespect, wounds can be healed in these two decks. Even though our past attempts have stalled, Mama, please just don't withdraw. Like mother, like daughter, we are the same. You'll see when we play this game. My inner child just wants to be seen. I forgive you, do you forgive me? The hurt, the neglect and disrespect, wounds can be healed in these two decks. Even though our past attempts have stalled, Mama, please just don't withdraw. Like mother, like daughter, we are the same. You'll see when we play this game. My inner child just wants to be seen. I forgive you, do you forgive me? The wants to see it. Even though our past attempts have stalled, Mama, please just don't withdraw.
And somebody asked a very interesting question. They said, if my videos are getting demonetized, why aren't Candace Owens' videos getting demonetized? There's a possibility her videos are getting demonetized, but she makes so much money up front where it probably doesn't even affect her. You know, she has 3 different advertisements. She has this baby advertisement. She has like 3 different advertisements. So she has sponsors. That's one thing. I'm my own sponsor for my own car game. 2, she be making a shitload of cash. I mean, super chat money. She'll get like $500 worth of super chats before her live even starts. It'd be like 10,000 people waiting on her to go live, and everybody be super chatting even before she goes live. So in them 45 minutes to an hour that she be live, she probably makes $100,000 to $200,000 in 45 minutes. So if her video later on gets demonetized, because a lot of times it gets demonetized like day 2 or whatever, she probably don't made money already. So I don't know. Hopefully her videos are not getting demonetized. I'm just answering the question that somebody asked in the chat. If her videos are getting demonetized too, I'm sure it doesn't hurt her as much, because yeah, she had 147,000 people in her live. You're right. I might have 2,000, 5,000 people watching. So I'm just saying. And they be cash apping and super chatting they asses off. So yeah, it's a little bit different though. A little bit different. So shout out to Candace Owens. Hopefully not. She gets more views per live stream than I show speed. Damn. I'm sure that's not true. But yeah, shout out to Candace. She earns it. I support Candace. She's really dope. I don't know why she turned around and said that it was a bullet and it wasn't. I don't know why she said that. Maybe the coroner told her and the coroner is lying. So I'm not saying anything about Candace, but Candace called a coroner and they literally said, yeah, preborn.
That's the sponsor. And Candace said it was a bullet in, and it wasn't. But if the coroner said it was, she has to say it was. So I'm not mad at her. The coroner is one in lying, not Candace. So I don't think Candace is lying. The coroner is lying because there was not a bullet. There was not a bullet at all. A bullet is not what got rid of Charlie Kirk. That is a fact. And my theory was it was an air actuated pellet discharger that was sitting right here, and it popped him in the throat. And I talked about that so many times where y'all don't want to hear it anymore. So at the least, that's what it was, but it was not a bullet. All right. Talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good rest of y'all day. Make sure to join my Patreon. So put a 1 in the chat if you have already joined my Patreon, whether it's a free tier and then it's a $4.99 tier. Can I get everybody watching to join my Patreon right now? Can y'all do that? Put a 1 in the chat if you've already joined my Patreon. Can we get everybody watching to join the Patreon right now? Put a 1 in the chat if you've already joined the Patreon, because we got about 400 people there now. Maybe 5. And it's 2,000 people watching now. So can we get the 500 people up to 2,500 people in the next 30 seconds? Because the Patreon is free, but there's a $4.99 tier. So can we get 2,000 people joining the Patreon right now? If y'all watching, the link to the Patreon is in the chat. Yeah, the link to Patreon. Click the blue link in the chat. Click the blue link in the chat. Click the blue link in the chat. If you see a blue link in the chat, it's a safe link. Hit the link that is in the chat. Check the Scooby-Doo chat. All right, hold on, y'all. Let me see. That must be the super platinum. Yo, you are hilarious. I think the song is good for the car game commercial. Thank you. All right, hold on. Let's see. What am I looking at? Oh shit. It does say $530 a month. What the hell is that? Oh shit. Okay. So it does say $530 a month. Why the hell does it say that? All right. So thank you so much, all caps, for showing me that. All right. Once you click the join, then it will say $4.99. But before you click to join, that is crazy. All right, y'all. Click the link that is in the chat. I now see where something says $500 a month. So I'm gonna fix that right now. Thank y'all so much for letting me know. Thank you, all caps, because I'm like, what in the hell? That's the reason why y'all ain't joining Patreon, because y'all think it's $500 a month. Join the damn Patreon. It's not $500 a month. Join it for free, and then I'll figure out what the month thing says, but it's only $4.99 a month. Hit the link. You know what? I'm going to fix it right here. That's crazy. I'm working on it now. Go to settings. What in the hell? Everybody go to the link in the chat, the blue link in the chat, and join the Patreon. I need to figure out why the hell that says it at the top. That's freaking crazy. Recommendations, memberships. Let's see, edit. I'm looking for. I don't, because you already know. I'm not seeing what y'all see. Edit page. Go to library. Edit page. Let's see.
I'm trying to fix it now, y'all. So go to my Patreon, click the blue link in the chat. I'm about to fix the Patreon. It is only $4.99 a month. That is it. So click the link. I will talk to y'all later. I'm about to fix it now.